Going out on the digital stroll today to check out what's going on with Bud Light, and, well, nothing, really, if we're being completely honest. They've been 100% quiet, and the last thing that they did was April 14th on Twitter, the TGIF, and here's a can of Bud Light, getting ratioed out the ass, 31,000 comments to 5,100. Yeah, 5,182 likes. That shit ain't spinning any further with 11.9 million views. Good reach. Not a good result, but a good reach nonetheless. And yeah, before that on April Fools, yeah, that one got ratioed as well. And the Aztecs one. Oh, interesting, because Matt Ariza was an Aztec. That's San Diego State University. But hey, anyways, they're quiet. They're super quiet out there on Twitter. But that's actually not the case for the rest of the social media. Over on Instagram, they're a little bit more active. Like, they put up a nice, Happy Mother's Day post to the GOAT of NFL moms. Okay, so you got Travis Kelce's mom and Travis Kelce holding up a Bud Light or whatever. Okay, cool. 754 likes 6 hours ago for an account that has 372,000 followers. Okay, not great. Not great at all. Okay, cheers to the schedule release 3 days ago. 1,600 likes. All right. And that takes us, to this one right here. Cheers to country music season. Well, ain't that wonderful? Just a box hair outside of 2,700 likes. 2,699 likes. Cheers to country music season. Okay, cool. Like we've seen before, a multitude of different times, okay? There's some demographics of people that just don't give a shit about the culture war stuff, and they're just totally going to wait out of the situation. They could be a big sponsor for a country music event, and you know what? Hey, man, it really doesn't much matter. Whatever beer's out there, they just want to listen to some dog shit music. I despise country music, for the most part. That 90s renaissance where Alan Jackson, Travis Tritt, I'm not just saying that because he's boycotting Budweiser stuff, but genuinely like his stuff. Brooks and Dunn, George Strait to a lesser extent, and then, the really old stuff, like Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard, all that stuff. Okay, unfortunately I had to grow up on that stuff, and I've been to these events. So regardless, okay, even if there's, you could get jokes about, you're drinking Heineken, what are you, well, we got other jokes for that. Or in Canada, okay, we got, like, I know that there's a bunch of different, beers down there in the United States, but up here we have Pilsner, and you're taking the pill. But if Bud Light's what's around, well, that's what people are going to drink. And maybe it doesn't quite translate over there to the country music scene. And yes, Bud Light sponsors a hell of a lot of events, which leads us to a video that I found a little while ago. And shout out to 6'7 Kevin, who got himself quite a hit right here. Quite a hit. Bud Light versus Coors Light. Country music fans react to Bud Light. And shout out to him for 377,000 views. Good for him. Absolutely fantastic to him. Yeah, he went down to Country Thunder in Florence, Arizona. So in Florence, Arizona. So small town Arizona. And shout out to him. We'll give him a like for this because, he did some great stuff. And that dude criminally undersubbed for, hey, going out there into the field, conducting some experiments that are absolutely hilarious at this point in time. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to watch this because I found this a little while ago. I watched through it and it is so funny, guys. Absolutely hilarious. So we're going to react to this in real time. And you know what? We're just going to show you how far the reach is because yes, the country music people, they just want to listen to some music. Just go out there and party in a big old fucking field, listen to some people sing about breakups, pickup trucks, and chicks in jean shorts with no asses. Okay, like it'll be just a great time.
Howdy there, this is 6'7 Kevin. I have come to Country Thunder in Florence, Arizona to ask these people going to this music festival whether they'd rather have a Bud Light or a Coors Light. Would you rather have...
Interesting. Okay, because that was the exact same experiment that we seen from the likes of Clay Travis from Outkick a little while ago. He just set out at Nashville. He didn't specify what type of event it was, but it sounded like maybe it was a music event. Okay, so maybe a similar situation, okay, on the other side of the country, but he had 3 different types of alcohol. He had Michelob Ultra, which is under the Anheuser-Busch umbrella, Yuengling, I think it was Yuengling, and Bud Light in there as well. And then after 3 hours, the only thing that was left was a whole lot of ice and a whole lot of Bud Light. Everything else was picked clean. So let's see if this translates to Arizona. Okay, you know what, Dylan Mulvaney, that's kind of an East Coast thing. Maybe it doesn't quite translate over to, Phoenix, Arizona. Of course, the Copper State is inculcated and insulated away from this nonsense.
You have the Coors or the Bud Light?
Coors.
Why?
Because Bud Light's gay.
Oh no, a bunch of girls think the Bud Light's gay, but you guys like that stuff. You like voting for that stuff. I mean, come on. What are you doing out here? Come on.
Is that what you feel too?
Retweet.
Oh, Zoomer humor. Ain't that funny? And again, that also shines a light into women will think one thing, say another, and that's why you watch what a woman says and you don't listen to what she says.
Of course, because fuck.
Did I say that correctly? Watch what a woman does, don't listen to what she says. That's what I meant to say, if that's not what I said. Clarification is important, okay? Listen to what I say, and watch what I do as well, because sometimes I misspeak. Sorry.
Why do you say fuck Bud Light?
I'm trying to drink that gay ass shit. I like pussy, so I'm probably gonna choose this Coors right here.
That's a real man right there.
6'7" Kevin, bro.
6'7" Kevin.
Oh, that's where he gets his name. 6'7". Yo, good for him. Good pause screen.
Fuck Bud Light! Fuck Bud Light! I don't want Bud Light! Fuck Bud Light!
What's wrong with Bud Light?
America's beer! Fuck this science bullshit!
Oh, see, this is your stereotypical country music festival. That's immediately what comes to mind. Well, obviously back when I was going, it was just, just a bunch of, especially in my neck of the woods, everything would be sponsored by like the big country music festival up in my neck of the woods. Used to be Bud Country. Not entirely sure what it's called now, but that's where, and the impetus of all that stuff was, where they'd have big country music acts as well. But it was all sponsored by, Anheuser-Busch, all of that jazz, and then propped up by a bunch of oil field companies as well, which are, of course, they both kind of run together because they're all conservative leaning. That's why this Dylan Mulvaney sponsorship was so out of left field for Bud Light. You want to go ahead and change the culture? You're America's #1 beer. Who's your audience? Okay, cool. You think that's not going to resonate with them? Well, of course not. Of course not.
If I was to offer you one beer...
Coors Light all the way! I don't drink tranny fluid, that's toxic.
Jesus Christ. These are my people, but so fucking trashy.
Put me that, please, dude, because I don't want to turn gay by now.
I don't want to turn gay right now? What are you doing, dude? Pause.
You don't want the Bud Light?
No, bro, I don't want my butt light.
Hey, are we recording this?
What?
I don't want that. Hey, fucking Bud Light shit. We don't drink tranny fluid. We drink man beer, and that's all there is to it. Man.
Yeah, like Coors that's gonna go through a rainbowification in a couple of weeks. Just don't think about it right now.
Man beer, because we ain't no queer, buddy.
And if you ain't slapping gears, you gotta slap gears.
Yo, that dude is so fucking drunk, but steers and queers. Well, if they were conducting this experiment in Texas, you would have heard that.
Because that's what we drink.
Why'd you pick Coors?
Because
what'd that blonde do?
well, honestly, all big corporations support stupid shit, but they probably do too. I don't. Bud Light tastes better.
Oh, she's definitely smoked like a half a pack of... Oh my God, she's my kind of trashy.
This is piss water. Bud Light's better. Bud tastes better.
What about
We don't like trans, but we like Bud Light.
W, I guess. But she's the one in the gray is a fat girl waiting to happen. But stop blocking the attractive one. You the aspiring ham planet. Get out of the way.
Oh, I think Bud Light.
Do you like a Coors or a Bud Light?
I'll do this one.
I'll do the tranny. You want the tranny?
Yeah, I want the tranny.
You call this tranny fluid?
Yeah, this is tranny fluid.
Yo, even everybody is like, they're looking at him and say, okay, I'll just do it. And it's like, that's tranny fluid. Yeah, but it's free. Yo.
You want the tranny?
Yeah, I want the tranny.
You call this tranny fluid?
Yeah, this is tranny fluid.
See, the girls aren't going to say anything, but they'll agree with it. Hilarious. Hilarious.
Have most people been buying? Have they been buying?
Here's a guy, who's been selling beer all day. What have most people been buying? Have they been buying Bud Light or Coors more?
Bud Light or Coors more?
Ultra. A lot of people who hate Bud Light are asking for Coors, but we don't have Coors.
Oh, so Ultra. So it really doesn't much matter. It's just the stigma of Bud Light. Okay. So obviously, Budweiser was, I think we looked at the sales yesterday, is 7th best-selling beer in 2022. So yeah, those sales would probably go down because obviously, Bud Light, and it's like, okay, what's Bud short for? Durr, obviously. So that's going to take a hit, but people also don't know what Michelob Ultra is. Okay. It's an affiliate. It's under the Anheuser-Busch umbrella, so that one really doesn't much matter. So I guess that's is that the one that's popular with the kids? Does it have the higher alcohol percentage? I don't fucking know, okay? But yes, and yeah, a lot of people who hate Bud Light are asking for Coors. Okay, interesting.
So a lot of people are hating on Bud Light?
Yeah.
Wow. How many do you think you're selling in comparison to like Michelob?
It took me the whole day to sell the Bud.
At a total country music festival, like it's obvious, yeah, because it's got the little fair on wheels in the back. Yo, man, that's legitimately what'll be going down here, because there's, I think our country music festival is, Christ, it might be coming up this weekend, or it could be along Canada Day, July 1st. Not entirely sure. I don't know. I don't go to that shit.
Dang. Wow. Everything else is selling faster, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, even buckets of AIDS is faster. But check out these.
Coors or a Bud Light, what would you choose?
Immediately Bud Light.
Okay, yep. Why?
Check out, okay, the rest of the girls that are down there. Okay, so we'll just go back here. I just need to go ahead. Okay, so here are the chicks. Here are the chicks who are like, okay, yeah, we'll go with Bud Light, as opposed to these ones right here. Now, the brunette's not terrible, but the blonde is only going to get fatter from here. With a full sleeve tattoo, okay, and everything's pouring out the top of the 1994 Nirvana plaid shirt. And it's like, this is your audience, huh? These are the people that you were trying to court. Good job, Alyssa Heinerschneid. Good job.
Because I hate my parents and they like Coors Light.
And she's got daddy issues. Like, come on, man. You can't make this stuff up.
Oh.
I support what Bud Light's doing right now, too. I support what Bud Light's doing.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
I'm sad. I love my parents, I swear.
Why do you support what Bud Light's doing?
Okay, I rescind what I said about the brunette. That's right there. Just a...
Everyone deserves to have
I'm here with my parents.
Everybody deserves to have equal rights. I support what Bud Light's doing. Equal rights. It's a fucking beer company, you tard.
Like,
repeal the 19th.
Trans rights, equal rights. Like, everyone deserves to be fucking happy and live their...
Okay, what rights do trans people not have that everybody else has? Oh, wait. Well, she's not going to think that far ahead.
Fucking life.
So you think it was important that Bud Light made a statement to support that?
I don't think it's important that they did it. The fact
I like what they're doing, and they're standing up for people's rights. I don't think it's important that they did. Only women have the opportunity to be stupid and taken care of.
The fact that they did it is not a big deal.
Do you think it's bad that they've been unable to sell Bud Light at this event here?
No.
They barely have sold like a couple packs.
It's fucked up. It's just like, why does it matter? Just let people live their fucking life.
Yeah, maybe it's because people just always went for Bud Light because it was cheap and not because they really liked it. And now because there's an opportunity and there's a reason to not drink that trash anymore, they're just going, we'll just go over there for a second.
Why do you think they haven't bought it?
I'm not saying why.
Why?
Because they're fucking assholes.
How are you doing?
Hey, what's
They're
up, dude?
unsupportive.
I don't drink Bud Light.
You were yesterday. You lost your virginity yesterday.
No.
Oh, dude.
Not a bad joke, but like I said before, only women have the opportunity to be stupid, and then they also can get scooped up. And you know what, if she was actually in a relationship with somebody that she loves, admires, and respects, she would also fall into their frame and also be calling Bud Light tranny fluid, because you can also see that she doesn't really have independent thought of her own. That's not, you know, a slight against her. Mostly because she has enough going against her. We don't really need to pile on, mostly because the ground would break underneath of her.
I threw up off that because I'm not a virgin.
This guy looks like he fucks.
So,
He fucked
fucked last night.
Why?
Oh, gross. Well, not for him, you know, good for him, you know, high five, but just... There's something intrinsically gross about a chick who's just overly sexualized. Maybe that's just me, though. Okay.
Why Coors for you?
I like Coors better.
Oh, okay.
The other one tastes like semen. That one probably tastes like beef jerky and semen.
You want the Coors?
No.
Why do you want the Coors?
Because fuck Joe Biden and fuck trannies.
God bless. I need to get a better look at her. That's right there. Not bad. Not bad at all whatsoever.
Fuck Bud Light, fuck Anheuser-Busch.
What's your beer choice? Coors, Bud Light?
Bud Light.
Wow, okay, we got 3 Bud Lighters.
Buddy.
When you're walking around like that.
Okay, that could just be, and again, that's what I was also thinking. It's one of those situations where you're at a country music festival and, you know, you're just going to find a boomer that's out in the wild. I've always drank Bud Light, so I'm just going to continue to do it. Why do people hate it? I don't get it. I don't get it. A legitimate boomer in the wild. You'll see them every once in a while in a meme-heavy, inside joke-heavy tweet thread where it's like, Are you trolling as well? No, it's just some old guy who just stumbled into a political conversation. It's all right, Grandpa. Just stay over there.
I don't like either, but I like Kid Rock, and he shot those. I don't drink it. Yeah, they're not very... But I wouldn't drink that.
You're gonna fucking pander?
I'll leave you up.
Well, to be fair, she probably drinks a lot worse stuff than Bud Light.
Then you gotta deal with the consequences.
That's what's up. That's a guy, or that's a dude right there. Oh no. So shout out to the big man right there, 6'7", Kevin, for going down to the country music festival and finding out firsthand that Bud Light effectively killed their brand overnight for just regular people who just want to get fucked up and listen to, you know, some steel guitars. But I fully intend it's only going to get worse as the summer goes on. Well, us Canadians up here, we have our version of Memorial Day. I think it's Victoria Day long weekend. That's coming up here right quick. It'll be interesting to see the sales figures in Canada. But then after that, for Memorial Day, everybody's kind of quaking in their boots over in the Anheuser-Busch camp. And when we see those sales figures at the beginning of June, woo, Lord have mercy, it's going to be disgusting. And at that point in time, you're not going to see too many Bud Light banners that are going to be going around there. If they're worried about cost cutting back in the cut, oh boy, it's going to be even worse going forward. So, with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.